A gimbal is of course an amazing tool to get stable footage in your video. And I myself, I just love to try to make my gimbal moves look as much as possible as a dolly shot. But when trying to replicate a dolly move with a gimbal, there are some dead giveaways that you're actually using a gimbal instead of a dolly. And I will demonstrate here what we can do to deal with these issues. So for this demonstration, I'm using my iPhone 15 Pro with a mobile phone gimbal. It's a Hohem M6, but you can use whatever gimbal or camera you have available, of course. Let's say I am a beginner and I just bought myself this gimbal and managed to balance it properly, and then I'm going out and thinking that every shot I'm filming will be smooth and steady. So now I'm going to walk down this hallway with my gimbal and I'm going to act like this is my first time using a gimbal ever. As you can see in this footage, there's quite a lot of bobbing up and down. And that's a dead giveaway that we're using a gimbal here, but there are some things we can do to help fix this problem. And the first thing, and you probably heard this before, is to incorporate the ninja walk. And now you're thinking, what the hell is that? But basically it's just trying to be mindful of moving your body as little up and down as possible. And what that means in practice is that just lower your knees and try to move at a constant speed forward, rolling on your feet. I will now use the gimbal again in my hallway and I will use the ninja walk so you can see the difference this makes. As you can see, it makes quite a big difference when we're using the ninja walk when using the gimbal. Another problem with gimbals is that we have this weight, this compact weight in front of us that we're holding with one or two hands. And even if we try to keep this gimbal as steady as possible, you will see that there are still some micro movements that is hard to get rid of. For example, a lightweight gimbal like this is very prone to these kind of movements. So it's very hard to keep your hand so still that this won't show up in your footage. A way to fix this micro movement issue is to add some weight to the gimbal, and preferably something that is also larger so we can move the center of mass to another place. For example, we can take a monopod. So I've attached the gimbal to my monopod, and as you can see right from the bat that this system is not so sensitive to that movement I did earlier. We added some weight, but we also spread all of that weight out on a larger area. So now I'm going to demonstrate this by walking the hallway with all of our techniques incorporated. I'm going to do the ninja walk and using this monopod. With the gimbal on the monopod, you can see that we're getting a much smoother and stable footage compared to the other techniques. The last problem I see in this latest demonstration is that it's very hard to keep a constant speed when walking with a gimbal very slowly. You can see that the camera is not really perfectly moving forward. It's always moving quite a bit faster sometime and then it slows down a little bit, and vice versa. But I think that just comes down to practice. You just need to keep in mind that you need to move your camera forward at a constant speed at all times. And sometimes you just find yourself that you're walking on an uneven floor or a ground that throws off your balance, which makes it harder to keep this constant speed. But if you practice at your location, I think that you can get some really good stable footage from this kind of a setup. That is all I have for now, my friends. I will see you in the next one. Bye!